You are looking live at the Hawthorne Theater in beautiful Portland, Oregon, as Prestige proudly presents Attribute of the Strong. My name is Jordan Castle, joined back by my main man, Cody Von Whistler. Cody, what a night we have in store.
That's putting it lightly. The crowd is already hot. They're ready to go crazy. I'm ready to go crazy. And I think that my friend Jordan here is already crazy, but that's a different story. Let's jump right into the action. Look at this. The salt in a stomp. All caps.
Ethan HD, a true pillar of this organization, Cody Von Whistler, and really the entire Pacific Northwest scene. Before it was cool to be wrestling here in the PNW, Ethan HD was the PNW.
He's been holding it down for a long time, but being the vet will be almost a challenge here tonight because his opponent doesn't have as much tape to study. But it might be like looking into the future for one or looking into the past from the other, as Casey Ferrer and Ethan HD are set to put on a barn burner and then some.
The Midnight Marauder, Casey Ferrer, returns to the Hawthorne. Of course, Cody, last time we were here in the Hawthorne for Always the Hard Way, Casey Ferrer picking up his first singles victory here in Prestige Wrestling over one V-Guy, Von Vertigo, riding that wave of momentum here tonight.
Hey, not to take away anything from Von Vertigo, but Ethan HD is a different story.
Vertigo, of course, confirmed for our Las Vegas event. Nothing to lose. That coming at you from Meet Las Vegas, April 17th. And as referee Devin Campbell sounds for the bell, you got to think across the board this evening, serious implications for Las Vegas, serious implications for Roseland 11 the week before at stake.
Definitely the case here tonight.
See the hand outstretched by Casey Ferrer, as honorable competitor as he is athletic, looking for a show of respect.
HD wringing out the gloves.
He psyched him out. He psyched him out for a second there.
Oh, Casey did not like that.
Talk about a fake out there from Ferrer. Leapfrog, waistlock.
O'Connor?
No.
No Connor.
Against the cover. It's the agility. It's the athleticism of Casey Ferrer on display here. Shoulders down.
Radel rolls him up.
From my vantage point, Cody Von Whistler, if Ethan HG wants to win here tonight, he has to rely on two things. Shoulders down once again. It's the power. It's the experience.
It's true.
Shoulders down.
But
There's that power.
Right now, Ethan HD's keeping up with the speed of Ferrer, but
jackknife, shoulders down again. This one too quick to call, Cody. Ooh. Meeting in the middle there.
That's a standoff and then some. Both combatants thinking the same thing.
Casey Ferrer, all sorts of fired up here, clutching at the chest. I think that collision only served to piss off the Midnight Marauder more than anything.
You're damn right it did. Look at that. Ferrer laying out Ethan HD, something that you don't really see in early on Ethan HD matches. Usually he takes control, and something I thought he would do against the younger combatant of the two.
It's interesting to see Ethan HD rush into things. You wouldn't think that would be the strategy against a high-octane high flyer like the Midnight Marauder. Now slowing things down here as we see Von Whistler.
Exactly the strategy here by the Salt and the Stomp as Ethan HD sends him to the rope. Oh no!
Against the ropes goes HD. Swept into the second. The neck spiked, courtesy of the body of Ferrer, and a head scissors takes him off his feet.
Booyah!
Casey Ferrer, so explosive, man, so fun to watch.
Wait just a minute. Ferrer to the apron.
PK! It's a penalty to the throat of Ethan HD. Targeted first on that rope and then the feet of Ferrer.
Jordan, he's not done.
No, thinking moonsault, but HD wisely rolling back in and catching Ferrer with the boots.
That was the veteran instinct there by Ethan HD.
Spear! Back first on the apron goes Ferrer, and just like that, Cody, the tide of this one has changed.
Nice A for effort, as they say, for Casey there, but
yeah, thanks for playing, Midnight Marauder. If you're a high flyer, if you're a risk taker like Casey Ferrer, Cody, talk to us. How much does a back injury, a back neutralization like that, courtesy of HT, take from your game?
that'll pretty much shut down everything. And Ethan HD knows that. And as you can see here, slowing down the pace, taking Casey to somewhere he's not used to being.
Look at the look in the face of Ethan HG. It's very interesting. Over the course of the last couple of years, especially since returning from injury, even before that, aligning himself with everybody's favorite homeboy, Chris Brady. Ethan HG transitioning into a bit of a fan favorite, but he's never lost that edge. He's never lost that mean streak that made him so dangerous in the early years of Prestige Wrestling.
One of the many reasons to respect Ethan HD. Along with that chop, damn.
Yeah, nothing respectful about these shots to Ferrer, off the ropes and taken off his feet once again. Shoulders down. No, didn't hook the leg there, Cody.
Lateral press, not enough, and usually a back elbow to the face I wouldn't think would end a match, but right there, I would not have been surprised.
Listen, this is a mean, nasty Ethan HG. Lost that DPW national title match to Adam Priest back at Roseland 9. Left out of Roseland 10 entirely and has that big four-way against the stars of Dragon Gate coming up Roseland 11, April the 12th.
You got to think Ethan HD, after missing one of them, he's got to be looking to pick up a big Roseland victory, but tonight he's got to worry about Casey Ferrer.
Likewise, Cody, Casey trying to fight his way onto a Roseland event, make that next step in his career, but HG cuts him off at the pass. Snap suplex.
Right back to the back. The spine is the target now, and Ethan HD, look at that was a vicious elbow.
Still not enough there. Curiously, not going for the cover right away, as you said. Strike to the face, and then pitting the shoulders. What do you make of that?
I'd say Ethan is trying to get under the skin of his opponent, but I think he's trying to get into his head right there with some headbutts. But
look at that, the mouth of Casey Ferrer busted wide open there. He's leaking blood from the mouth. And Ethan HG looking to bust him open wider. Repeated forearms.
HD's heating up.
Fireman's carry.
Maybe thinking DVD, but Ferrer not going for that ride.
Ferrer's done his homework. Again, wise beyond his years. He is a student of the game. Injured mouth or otherwise, cut open or otherwise. Well, there's very little you can do with a knee like that.
I don't care who you are, knee to the face always hurts. Wait a minute.
Off the ropes, but Ferrer saw it coming. Tiger feint kick. Chops down HG, and now arm wringer.
Okay. Just like that, Casey's back in this one. Springboard action.
Springboard stunner. Ethan HG told me in the back he's sly. He has to make sure Casey Ferrer doesn't get spry. Casey looking pretty spry right now, Von Whistler. No, but HG back up to the apron. Casey meets him with a knee and an enziguri.
Ethan HD tried to stop that suicide dive. He did, technically, but Casey still kicked him in the face for good measure, and now Ferrer thinking, Acai!
Named after the legendary Ultimo Dragon, a veteran of Prestige Wrestling. And Casey making it look picture perfect, making it look too easy. He's got to be careful though, Cody. Cannot waste too much time reveling in the joy and adulation of the crowd, lest he get caught with a cheap shot like that, courtesy of HD.
They also got to keep eye on referee Devin Campbell's count.
Full Nelson here from HG. Now DDT. Tornado DDT on the chair. Ugly, ugly landing there, Von Whistler.
Can say that again. The referee's being lenient. He's trying to get these guys back in the ring. Casey finally listening. And Ethan's in trouble.
Big match for both of these guys. A lot to prove. Devin Campbell knows it. Casey's got him up once again and drops him with a Falcon Arrow. No, what? Cody, nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow.
Ethan HD does.
Chuck Taylor told me that.
Hey, Ethan HD is a different type of beast.
And credit where credit is due. Casey not letting it sway him.
He's from Tacoma. They're built different there. I'm not kidding.
Underhook here. HG escapes.
Then HD.
Back elbow.
Ferrera's rocked.
He's staggered here, man.
Up.
Especially after that brain buster. This could be it.
Ethan HD not going for the pin here.
I'm not sure he even knows where he is right now.
Using the ropes to help himself. Oh, he knows where he is.
Oh, he's looking for that stomp, Von Whistler.
That's right.
He's looking for that top rope stomp, of which he is the Sultan. And he lands it!
Casey right to that spine and the shooting star.
That's got to be it. It's got to be it. What? What heart from the Midnight Marauder.
Unbelievable kick out at the last point of a second.
You know, talked about it a time or two before. Casey Ferrer, an alumni of the NJPW Academy, learning under the likes of Fred Rosser and Kushida, showing quite a bit of fighting spirit here tonight, Von Whistler.
Started off that training up at the Lionsgate Dojo in Vancouver, BC.
Getting taken to school here tonight, I should say, from Ethan HG, but maybe
Whoa.
it's Casey doing the teaching.
In the corner, look at that, Ethan HD holding on to that top rope.
That is veteran acumen. 10 plus years, Casey Sr. But you can't teach this! Landing on his feet, double knee! No, that's the Destiny! And that's a destroyer!
Where the hell did that come from?
Got him
HD!
up! Got him up! DVD!
And they're both dead.
What a match! Cody Von Whistler, this is just the opening contest. We still got the Prestige Wrestling World Championship and the Prestige Wrestling World Tag Team titles to be contested. We got grudge matches, we got submission matches, all of that and so much more.
Look like Casey was trying to drape his arm over there to make the pinfall, but Ethan HD meets him halfway. Both combatants fight their way to their feet.
Back and forth they go. Forearms aplenty.
Oh. Turned into a straight-up slugfest.
Off comes the elbow pad.
He's heating up.
Bowed on Casey. Contact! But Ferrer
Look at that.
has HD down courtesy of a knee.
Ethan HD just collapsed there. This could be it for Ethan.
Double underhook, gut buster. Cover. No, shoulder up.
But look at that. Ferrer not wasting a moment, not wasting a breath.
Look at Ethan HG. He's got that grip.
He did. Had.
Shoulders down. Shoulders of Casey down. He stole it. A win from Ethan HG, but a desperate win, Cody Von Whistler.
Hey, Casey Ferrer put up one hell of a fight. He has nothing to be ashamed about.
I thought for a second Casey thought he won the match. He had that cross arm breaker cinched in. Ethan HG let go of the grip. But that wily veteran acumen coming into play when it mattered most, rolling the momentum of Casey Ferrer onto the shoulders, and as we say, all it takes is 3 seconds.
You live, you learn, Casey. And you just learned from one of the best. Ethan HD standing victorious here tonight in the Hawthorne.
It is indeed all caps when you say the man's name. 2025 off to a great start for one Ethan HG. Heading into April 12th, Roseland 11, back at the Roseland Theater right here in Portland, Oregon. A four-way match with the stars of Dragon Gate.
A much different story. Ethan HD will have to have his head on a swivel.
But up next, Cody Von Whistler, we got ourselves tag team action. As disappointed as I might be to see one of these teams, it evens out because I am so excited to see the other.
What's coming up next, Jordan?
Flamin' Aces head-to-head with the Midnight Heat. Don't go anywhere. Shout out Evie Kiyoshi, growing his beard nice and full in that beautiful leather vest today, entering his biker era.
Nice, and there's no mystery stains on that vest at all. What? Get it, get it.
For the first time in a calendar year, Zay Perez and Spencer Scott join forces in a prestige wrestling ring.
Is it hot in here, or is it just the Aces?
Spencer Scott recently returning to action after potentially career-threatening injury, and if I do say so myself, Cody Von Whistler, looking better than ever.
That's right, Spencer Scott was on the bench for quite a while, but recently coming back, making the save for his partner, Zay Perez, who, let's not put this aside, Zay Perez put on one hell of a singles run while his partner was out. But right now, they are jumping right back into the tag team game.
Impressive effort against Traquan here in the Hawthorne Theater. Upset against Drexel in the first round of the Cascadia Wrestling Cup, but it just feels so right to see these two back together, and it just feels so wrong to see these two at all.
He said it.
Cody, you can curse about all you want. They were undefeated the entirety of 2024. They're starting 2025 much the same. Hell, Eddie Pearl, Ricky Gibson, they even defeated the Flaming Aces last year. You might be asking, how is that possible, Jordan? You just said this is Spencer Scott's first match back from injury in over a year, and that's true. It's the Flaming Aces 2.0, Zay Perez and Caleb Tennedy falling to Gibson and Pearl. What they say.
The crowd absolutely loves the heat. Looks like Spencer Scott.
Oh, come on, man. Full moon out here tonight.
Looks like Flamin' Aces here are already on the same page. Looks like Spencer Scott's starting things off. And
what do you make of that, Cody? Spencer Scott, no doubt, still dealing with a little bit of ring rust, returning from that injury, impressive as he has looked. I think that's smart strategy to start this tag team match off.
Time will tell because the match is officially underway. What the? For a second, I thought Eddie Pearl was going for a handshake, and I should have known better.
Eddie Pearl adding serious size in recent months, and Cody, as you know, when you add size, you add power.
Eddie was telling me how he was sizing up all day.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Oh, look at the cravat applied and right into the snap there.
Telling me about 3 years, whatever that means. Still haven't gotten to the bottom of that. Shoulder block, down goes Scott. Ooh, leapfrog.
Scott hits the ropes. Big clothesline by the hot shot. Absolutely rocking Eddie Pearl.
Back and better than ever.
Scoops him up.
No. Pearl lands on his feet.
Dodges a lariat.
And an arm drag from Spencer Scott.
Look at that. Spencer Scott goes right into the front face lock, not giving Pearl a moment.
Let me ask you this, Cody. We haven't even touched on this. Do you know who the Flaming Aces faced in their Prestige Wrestling debut? No. In their tag team debut.
Oh!
Zay Perez taking Pearl for a ride. In comes Gibson arguing with the official.
I don't know if Eddie Pearl knows where he is. Oh, nope, spoke too soon. Pearl with a desperate shove.
Head scissors takedown. It was none other than the Midnight Heat back at Make Your Own History 3 years ago. Randomly paired together two blue chip graduates of the Oregon Pro Wrestling Academy. But the Zay Perez and Spencer Scott we see here are a far cry from the Zay Perez and Spencer Scott we saw fall to the Heat handily in their tag team debut 3 years ago in Washington.
As that random pairing turned into one hell of a tag team. And right now you see the Playboy trying to keep Gibson down on the mat there with that face lock. But Ricky Gibson's obviously the bigger of the two here, but you got to give A for effort for the spirit of the Playboy not letting go.
Yeah, we're not just talking about the ego of Ricky Gibson. Still, though, Zay Perez maintaining control of that neck. We saw it against Traquan. He can deal with a big man, especially with the assistance of Spencer Scott.
That's how you get by with a little help from your friends.
Blowing a kiss for good measure. And this is classic Flamin' Aces. Isolating Ricky Gibson in the corner. Down he goes.
Uh-oh.
And a standing moonsault from Scott. Cover.
Ooh.
And a kick out.
Kiki Gibson was in trouble.
Huh?
That's his name, Kiki.
It's not?
Yep. He loves to be called that.
A lot of misinformation about this guy. People saying he's from Seattle. We got to fact check.
Apparently he's the son of George Steele. I don't know.
Eddie
Dodges the
Pearl.
clothesline. Again.
Nasty landing on the apron and a handspring cut off by Pearl. Now that is interesting to me. I hate to give the Midnight Heat credit, but talk about turning lemons into lemonade. Spencer Scott, Eddie Pearl, take it off by Spencer Scott. Eddie Pearl using that positioning to sweep Spencer Scott out of the handspring.
Dyslexia is not going to stop Eddie Pearl.
Now back in the corner, Ricky Gibson using that 5-second allotment for a double team here against Spencer Scott. Say what you will about the Midnight Heat, they are a hell of a tag team.
And we've both said this dozens of times, Jordan, and that's what makes it so much worse.
Sucks, man.
When they just do underhanded tactics, when they cheat, when they lie. Oh!
Monkey flip from Eddie Pearl. Now what is that?
That's monkey style into mantis.
Cover.
Yes, he just transferred the monkey style into the mantis style.
Eddie Pearl, a regular Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
And it's apropos, Eddie Pearl in many ways reverse evolution.
Is Eddie Pearl the missing link?
In comes Ricky Gibson.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
Not one, but two boots to the midsection of the hot shot, and Spencer Scott's desperately got to get out of this one, Jordan.
See, this is a pissed off Ricky Gibson here tonight. They've worked very, very hard. I'll make an amendum. They have cheated very, very hard to not exactly get the record they have as of late here in Prestige Wrestling. They don't want the Flaming Aces on their return match to upset that.
Look at that, Perez rather trying to get the crowd behind him. Gibson not happy about it.
Down goes Scott with body slam.
Not stopping Ricky.
I mean, you gotta think, Ricky Gibson, Kiki Gibson, call him what you will, and Eddie Pearl trying to work their way back towards #1 contendership. They want to become Prestige Wrestling World Tag Team Champions again, seeing as they never really had an opportunity to have a reign in the first place.
Oh!
Shot to the
Gibson.
mush.
Just absolutely manhandling Spencer Scott there. It ain't pretty, but it was effective. Punch to the face. Now Pearl hits the ropes.
Down goes Scott, and this is where that ring rust, that time away from the ring, is going to come back to bite Spencer Scott. The longer he stays in this match, the more it favors the Heat.
Hey. Going for that midsection, going for the back, making it hard for him to breathe, and you got to think that the cardio is being checked here by the Flaming Aces.
Rallying behind the Prestige faithful. Spencer Scott attempts to escape the waistlock, reaching for Zay Perez, he's fingertips away.
Like a Renaissance painting.
That was no painting, that was no art, that was ugly. But still Eddie Pearl has control of that wrist, and with the assistance from Gibson, there was no way in hell Spencer Scott was making the tag.
And
cheap shot behind the official's back. Come on, man. And Zay Perez, you can hardly blame him, but he cannot afford to do this.
to the surprise of no one, the Midnight Heat have successfully got under the skin of their opponent tonight.
And this is what they do. This is what makes them so effective. Much like we talked about with our last matchup. Ethan HD didn't have the same type of flashy offense as Casey Ferrer, but he had the experience and he had the tenacity. Backbreaker, a kick out, and moreover, Cody Von Whistler, he was willing to bend and break the rules and test that in a way that Ferrer wasn't and the Flaming Aces aren't.
Look at the placement of that knee, Jordan, right in the spine.
Back up. Spencer Scott using that long, wiry frame here, trying to fight out, but Gibson won't give it to him. Irish whip, sunset flip attempted. Gibson looking for the tag, and in comes Pearl.
Tag was made. I don't think Spencer knows it. Oh no, Spencer does, but absolutely nowhere to go as Gibson wrapping his legs around the head of Scott.
Cover. He didn't then, he certainly does now. Frequent tags, in and out, Cody. We talk about it a million times. We'll talk about it a million more. It's the name of the game. What is Eddie Pearl doing?
He's jaw-jacking with the Prestige faithful, as he always does.
He's creepy, man. He's tough to look at.
That's putting it lightly.
Clearly still cutting his hair. Portland rallying behind their native hotshot. Again looking for the monkey flip, but perhaps went to the well one too many times.
Then Spencer capitalized on this. God.
Ricky Gibson again back in illegally. But a bulldog! Almost an acid drop there from Spencer Scott leaves the opening.
And once again, Pearl right there to cut him down at the pass. But wait a minute!
No! Friendly fire between the Midnight Heat.
I thought Gibson had him. I was wrong, and I'm absolutely. Wait a minute! So.
Perez makes the tag! The Playboy in like a house of fire. Arm drag.
Allons-y!
And another. Hat trick evaded from Eddie Pearl. Neck breaker.
And the Playboy is just now heating up, finally in this matchup.
There's that O'Connor. No. Meteora.
Wasting not a moment is the Playboy who hits the corner. Oh no, gets dumped up, lands on the apron.
And catches Pearl. Deceptively strong is Zay Perez.
That's right.
And from the top, Playboy. Playboy's looking to fly. Missile drop kick. Killing two birds with one stone. And in comes the hot shot. Cody, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, but I think we may be seeing the end of this winning streak from the Midnight Heat.
Don't talk about feet and mouth when Ricky's around.
Man. Same with Eddie. Seriously, I think the Flamin' Aces are playing spoiler here, Von Whistler. No! And as soon as I say it, a meeting of the minds. No! Land on their feet! Double waist lock, double German suplex!
Da suplex! Gibson hits the floor. Pearl is alone. Eddie's alone with the Aces.
They got him. This is it.
Hooks the leg.
No! Cody, that is as close gets, my friend.
I don't like it. But it happened. Pearl kicked out. And
Perez up to the top rope here. Such a far cry from make your own history. This time, it's the Flamin' Aces making their own history.
They're not done.
Sent on from the top. And now Scott looking to fly. No! Gibson sending Perez into the ropes. Down goes Spencer Scott.
Oh, come on.
Into the hot seat. That's it.
Damn it.
Well, Midnight Heat continue their winning ways. Victory over the Flamin' Aces. Heading into Roseland 11, April 12th from the Roseland Theater. One has to think they have their sights set on later on tonight. Platonic Romance challenging Ultra Power for those Prestige Wrestling Tag Team titles.
I feel bad for anyone that the Flaming Aces, the Midnight Heat have their eyes on. But the Flaming Aces did an amazing job in that contest. There was more than a number of moments where me and you both thought the Aces were taking it.
Now, welcome back, Spencer Scott. It is great to have him and Zay Perez
Nothing to be ashamed about.
back in a Prestige Wrestling ring. But up next, Cody Von Whistler, talking about great tag team wrestling. We have a great tag team wrestler as Guillermo Rosas goes head-to-head with the Burden to Tradition, Elliot Tyler. That's coming at you right now.
It's a vibe here in Hawthorne Theater. And that vibe is about to change. Who invited this guy?
Who invited both?
I didn't.
You know, Cody Von Whistler, I misspoke a moment ago. I said up next, it's Elliot Tyler versus Guillermo Rosas. That's a match that has happened here in the Hawthorne Theater. That was back in a Live 3, but it almost feels like that's not the case. That almost feels false to say, because the Elliot Tyler that we saw against Guillermo Rosas, such a far cry from the Elliot Tyler we see here tonight, aligned with one Sid Sylum.
You gotta wonder if this is the man that was underneath that facade the whole time. Is this Elliot Tyler? Is this who he's always been?
Of course, aligning himself with Sid Sylum, the devil himself, Drexel's former best friend, to try to eliminate Drexel from professional wrestling. Here's a man who's been head-to-head with Drexel before here in this building, a man who's captured the hearts and minds of Prestige Wrestling fans the world over.
He's huge.
He is not.
He's huge.
Don't buy into this. Come on.
Body guy, Brannigan.
He's a body guy, but he's not huge.
He's huge.
Faces Jake something once at Roseland 10.
Look at that.
Can't.
Look at that chest. You only walk like that if you're huge. Perfect. Look at that. Like a young Kevin Nash.
He is not.
Okay, he's not a young Kevin Nash. He's sexier than a young Big Sexy.
No.
Are you calling Evie a liar?
Listen, I love Evie and I love Matt Brannigan. I feel like I come off as a curmudgeon saying he's not doing flips, saying he's not sober, saying he's not 7 foot tall. The guy's a hell of a wrestler.
Look at him, just ripping through those clothes like the Incredible Hulk. He's huge.
Matt Brannigan with a very impressive physique. I'm not going to take that away from him. But he's certainly not 7 feet tall. I don't care what type of kaiju CGI wizardry was done.
Brannigan is huge. He's definitely bigger than that guy hanging out with Elliot Tyler. Rude. He is so tall.
Well, who am I to disagree with the people? The customer is always right. Professional.
Screaming photo op, Matt Brannigan.
And I want to point out.
Tyler.
Oh man, getting in the ear of Evie Kiyoshi.
I have just been informed. Elliot Tyler is a perfectly normal height.
Well, what is average, right?
Average is in the eye of the beholder. That's what my girlfriend says.
I had the information wrong before. Elliot Tyler is less than average height. And Matt Brannigan is actually 7'2".
He's huge. How did he do it?
You know, we saw Matt Brannigan come to ringside double fisting 2 red Solo cups. One has to think those are adult beverages in those cups.
Allegedly.
Matt Brannigan doing what he can, trying to drown his sorrows after the... Wow.
What is he talking about?
If I'm 5'8", then why can't you reach my hands?
Oh.
I'm 7'2".
That's right, he is.
I can reach his hands, no problem.
Look at this. Tyler now.
Can he do it?
Can he reach?
Oh, well, no shocker there. And Cody Von Whistler, you have to think this is a continuation of this attitude change we've seen from Elliot Tyler. He feels overlooked. He feels disrespected by Prestige management, the Prestige locker room, the Prestige faithful. And here tonight, whether intentional or not, this new attitude of Brannigan is emblematic of that. Pipsqueak and Little Man. Wow.
Giving Pipsqueak, giving Tyler the opening, but no, not budging his body guy, Brannigan.
One-way ticket to the gun show, courtesy of Big Guy Brannigan.
I don't know if you heard about this, but they're actually remaking The Princess Bride. And Brannigan's going to be playing Andre. Does Elliot Tyler want a peanut?
I don't think you know what that word means.
Where am I? Don't look at us.
Kick to the gut once again, courtesy of Tyler. Of course, last saw these two lock horns in the first round of the Cascadia Wrestling Cup. Ooh. Brannigan picked up the victory over Tyler on that occasion, and this is interesting, Cody.
Told you.
Tyler having a little bit of trouble picking Brannigan up. Brannigan having none such issue.
That's right, the body guy, Brannigan. Slamming ET like it was absolutely nothing.
Face first goes Elliot Tyler. I'm going to put you on the hot seat, Von Whistler. Do we see a repeat of the Cascadia Wrestling Cup here tonight? Does Brannigan go 2 for 2 against Elliot Tyler, or does the burden to tradition even the score?
You know, I hate giving him credit, but this new vicious side of Elliot Tyler means he will not put anything. Oh, wait a minute. What's Brannigan thinking here?
He is towering above him, but he's standing on chairs.
Yeah, I see it. No, I don't see any chairs. But like I was saying, Tyler will now stoop to any level. There's no telling what this man will do to pick up the victory.
Well, he'll get swept up, face full of chair, courtesy of Brannigan, and an axe handle for good measure. Rolled back inside the ring. Again, I want to go back to those red solo cups at ringside. That is a big man. There's no debate about it as he left the opening for the Lope, courtesy of Elliot Tyler.
Did you see that? Matt Brannigan and Sid Sylum were staring at each other eye to eye.
They were, oh man. Of course, Sid Sylum aligning himself with Elliot Tyler, shocking the world back at Always the Hard Way. Tombstone pile driving his former best friend Drexel to cost him that street fight. Then back at Roseland 10.
Hey, you know, I'll give Sylum some credit. I'm surprised he's still walking.
Cover. Only a 2. Yeah, it's back at Roseland 10 that he and Elliot Tyler fell. All right, well, I'm going to talk very quietly because Sid Sylum is really close to us, and he's very big and he's very scared.
We're definitely not talking about how Sid Sylum got put through a pane of glass.
It was his first ever death match. Him and Elliot Tyler falling to Tremont and Drexel. And tonight, in addition to Tyler's battle with Brannigan, it'll be Sid Sylum versus his former friend in a submission match. That's still to come.
Right now, it's body guy Brannigan reaching back for another. Oh, what a twist!
Purple Nurple, courtesy of Brannigan. Elliot Tyler cuts him off. Control of a leg and a dragon screw.
Dragon screw is one of those maneuvers that can be hit once and absolutely change the tide of a match.
STF. The leg already neutralized from the dragon screw. Trying to do the same to the face as Elliot Tyler wrenches away. Matt Brannigan, he's reaching not for the ropes.
Where's he going?
He's trying to get those red solo cups, a little bit of liquid courage. For my money, Cody Von Whistler, this is the whole reason he thinks he's a big man, drinking his sorrows away after that loss to Jake something, imagining himself as some type of Godzilla, and here we are.
What do you mean imagining? Look at this.
He's capturing the imagination of the Prestige faithful, that much is clear.
He's sipping up.
Elliot Tyler caught in the corner. Irish whip reversed.
Oh, Brannigan though.
Down goes Tyler.
Like a sexy bat out of hell. Body guy Brannigan.
He said he's going to murder him. He said he's going to kill this man.
Have you seen a man that big fly through the air like that before?
Electric chair. Brannigan
Oh,
pops
wait.
Tyler up.
We know what's coming, Jordan. Sizes him up.
He's looking for a little butt chin music. Tuning up the band. Butt chin music.
And those cheeks are going to be feeling those effects for some time.
Sorry, Liza Hall.
Oh,
Now, why does he tune up the band with the feet if he uses the...
don't worry about
All right. One more for good measure.
Uh-oh. Look
Thinking
at this.
Razor's Edge.
Yeah, it's a big guy
Brannigan.
move. This is a big guy move.
Yeah, well, Elliot Tyler escaped the big guy.
Oh.
He's thinking backslide.
Oh.
Brannigan, again, he might not be as big as he thinks. He's certainly bigger than Elliot Tyler.
By a mile. Whoa, whoa. Speaking of bigger than Elliot Tyler, Sid Sylum up on the apron.
Distracting referee Bradley. Brannigan evens the odds, but it's a roll-up from Tyler.
Come on.
Using the ropes for leverage, but only a 2.
Referee Bradley didn't see it. Thankfully, Brannigan was able to kick out.
Oh, landed on Tyler.
That's right. The
Okay.
body guy, Brannigan, too big to lift up. Can the same be said for E.T.?
Choke slam. You know, Cody, they say it's mind over matter.
Body guy, Brannigan. The new big sexy has E.T. beat, but no way.
A man of
way.
this size diving from this. What am I talking about? What am I saying?
You're speaking truth.
Oh, he did a flip.
The biggest flip of all time.
Cover. He got him. Matt Brannigan already confirmed for April 17th. Nothing to lose and meet Las Vegas.
Jordan.
But he might not make it to the city of sin if Sid Sylum has anything to say about it.
I'm honestly surprised it took this long for Sid Sylum to take effect here.
You know, talk about Elliot Tyler changing his attitude. This guy's your former commentary partner, Cody Von Whistler.
Yeah, and he's this guy's former best friend as Drexel comes to the aid of Matt Brannigan.
Drexel wearing a singlet? Sid Sylum, he said he wanted a real wrestling match. Drexel showing up, a quote-unquote real wrestler here tonight.
Just when you think you've seen it all.
Cody, this match scheduled for later on tonight. Drexel head-to-head with Sid Sylum.
Sid and Elliot, don't go far. Because Sid Sylum versus Drexel in a submission match happens right now.
Card subject to change. The boss man said it, it's official, the bell has sounded.
Will has a spoketh. Sid Sylum now has to compete as E.T. getting chased to the back by Matt Brannigan.
You know, I'd ask if there's anything worse than facing
wait a minute.
Drexel one-on-one. Might be facing Drexel one-on-one, ill-prepared, and now submission hold applied in the center.
Drexel's got a Koji clutch and this match has barely begun.
Match might be over before it started. Sylum reaches the rope.
Sid Sylum, I was talking to him earlier, unfortunately, and he thought he had this one in the bag. He said Drexel is no technical wrestler. Drexel is just hardcore garbage, but right now, Sid Sylum.
Muda lock here from Drexel.
This is not what Sid Sylum expected at all.
Sid Sylum made it clear. He said he left the wrestling business due to injury for 8 years. When he left, his best friend Drexel was a manager and a radio DJ. When he came back, Drexel was one of the best in the Pacific Northwest. For my money, he grew angry, he grew bitter.
I don't care how good you are, a stun gun will stop you in your tracks, dropping your opponent throat first across the top cable there.
And I think it's very clear to point out, Cody, Sid Sylum wanted a real wrestling match. In his words, we tried it your way, of course, referring to that Rose City Tag Team Death Match at Roseland 10. Now I want it my way. I want you in an actual effing wrestling match. It was Drexel who upped the ante. It was Drexel who made it a submission match. What do you make of that?
We've always known Drexel's had more than a few screws loose, but this might not have been the best choice for the homicidal artist as Drexel now having his spine bent in a way it's not supposed to go. And you mentioned moments ago, Sid Sylum once upon a time was my commentator co-host at DOA here in Portland, Oregon. A job that was given to him by his former best friend Drexel because Sid Sylum was forced to retire from injury.
Yeah, Drexel saying, I love you so much. I know how much you love this business. I still want to give you the opportunity to be a part of this. And this is how Sylum repays the devil. Clutching at those braids, fish hooking Drexel there. Only begged off by referee Bradley.
You think you know someone when you work alongside him for a long time. As long as I did with Sid Sylum, I never thought he had this vicious streak in him.
It has to be jealousy. I don't think this was always in Sid Sylum. We talked about it. We questioned it.
You're right.
Was this Elliot Tyler all along? Maybe. I don't think that's the case with Sylum.
Sid Sylum is a very decorated wrestler, especially up in Canada, holding a number of titles, including the NWA Canadian Championship.
Hold on. He's not holding any championships right now. Couldn't even hold on for dear life as Drexel. Again.
Jumping to the guillotine.
Again. Using Sylum's own size against him here, but Sylum has him up for a suplex.
Beautiful transition by Sid Sylum.
Talk about the pedigree of Sid Sylum. He shared the ring with the likes of El Phantasmo, Bryan Danielson, and Kyle O'Reilly, defeating the latter in his first ever main event in pro wrestling, only 8 months into his professional career.
Sid, when he left, he was a big deal. He comes back, and I don't know what he expected. I don't know if he expected the fans to roll out the red carpet to kiss his feet, but either way, he ain't getting it now.
Drexel there in a world of hurt.
You see that? You see that smirk Sid Sylum
Of course
just
I
gave
did.
us?
This is not about competition for Sid Sylum. This is not about climbing up the ranks of prestige wrestling through sportsmanship. This is a personal issue with Drexel that, frankly, I think is all in his head.
I don't know what's in Sylum's head anymore.
Talk about the pedigree of Sylum. How about the pedigree of Drexel here in prestige wrestling? Sylum may say he's nothing.
Look at, he's got him by the beard.
I gotta disagree. How about the wars we've seen? Hold on! Triangle choke!
Drexel
He's got the triangle choke cinched in here, Von Whistler.
pulling out all the stops. Sylum forcing the break, or trying to break on the ropes, but no, Sylum now makes his way to his feet.
Sylum could have broken, but he wanted to drop him with the power bomb instead. He wanted to break that hold with authority. Take Drexel down to hell with him.
This is the moment Sid Sylum was looking for, an opportunity to regain his composure, to catch his breath, to change his strategy, because you can bet your butt Sylum did not expect Drexel to come in here this fully loaded with the technical skills.
Singlet more than show here as Sylum cinches in that abdominal stretch. Cody, what does that do to a body of another human being, a submission hold like this?
It makes it hard to breathe. Watch this, and Sylum continually to hit the ribs. That's gonna make it hard to breathe. That might dislocate a rib along the way, and right there, that's just shoving your face into the mat. That's gonna hurt, I don't care who you are.
Sylum, nearly twice Drexel's size. Anyone getting punched in the ribs is gonna hurt. From a man that big, it's gonna hurt tenfold.
These fans trying to rally behind Drexel.
And what is this? He got Drexel down. You decide to pose on the ropes. That's what you get, Sid Sylum. There you go.
That's right, Sid Sylum. Back of his head connected to that top turnbuckle pad. A very thin pad, I might add.
Yeah, they say pride coming before the fall. A very literal fall for Sid Sylum, spiking himself on his neck. And Drexel giving those knees into the abdomen here.
Drexel's picking up some steam. Oh.
Sylum, though, with those elbows, forces the break and a big boot begged off.
Once again, thinking flatliner attempt, but Sylum's not going. He's just too big.
Thinking choke slam, but Drexel cuts the big man down.
And gets that flatliner and takes it right to the clutch.
Center of the ring. Nowhere for Sylum to go, and he knows it, Von Whistler.
Sylum's he's moving, but he's not getting anywhere. He's trying to get to the ropes.
You gotta think Drexel has dreamt about this moment, and he makes to the ropes. Sid Sylum forces the break.
One of the many perks of having those long, lethal limbs. Sid Sylum makes the break in the ropes there. Can't believe it. I also can't believe, I was talking to Sylum earlier, hates the show Severance.
Unbelievable.
Said it's the worst thing he's ever
Best
seen.
show on television.
I don't know what's wrong with this guy.
Told me he thought the second season fell off hard. And now we may be seeing the fall off of Drexel. Double underhook. Power bomb.
Drexel down, but Sylum wasting not a moment into the Boston Crab.
That is worse than anything an Egan could do. Think about that. A man the size of Sid Sylum wrenching the legs of Drexel, nearly pushing them into the man's neck. The human body is not meant to go that way, but Drexel somehow forces the break.
That powerbomb rocked Drexel so hard, he had no idea where he was. He was close to the ropes, and he almost tapped because of that. Thankfully, he realized where he was, got to that rope. This matchup continues, but Sylum is taking the straps down.
That means he's looking to finish this thing.
Come on.
Single-fingered salute to the Prestige faithful, and a 5-on-2 from Drexel. There's that flatliner.
Drexel had a handful of Sylum, and now once again, Drexel's got him locked up.
Sid's fading here, Cody.
The Sin clutch applied.
Come on, from the back. Elliot Tyler with the chain, and referee Bradley with no choice but to call for the DQ.
God damn it.
Drexel had this match won. Elliot Tyler knew it. Oh my God. Chain to the neck of Drexel. And now choking the life out of the man. He beat you at Roseland 10. He was gonna beat Sylum tonight. What more do you want?
This is... Jordan, I don't...
He's gonna kill the man, Cody. If we don't get someone out here, Elliot Tyler is gonna kill the devil.
He's trying to. He's trying to choke the life out of him. And thank God, Matt Brannigan.
That's someone. Brannigan evening the odds here.
Thankfully, Matt Brannigan made it out here as Drexel almost got the life choked out of him. It's very rare that I worry about Drexel, but right there is one of those moments.
I mean, even a few seconds with that chain wrapped around the neck, the type of force Elliot Tyler was using.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
An unholy alliance. Couple of sick freaks with a titty twister to seal the deal.
Hey, Elliot! I'm surprised you ever ran all the way down the fucking street yet, you little bitch!
Oh my.
I got an idea! You brought a chain! Roseland's coming up! You keep trying to run, so how about we put a couple dog collars on the ends?
All right.
Drexel versus Elliot Tyler in a dog collar death match!
Matt Brannigan says that's crazy, and I'm inclined to agree. A double dog collar match at Roseland 11, April 12th from the Roseland Theater in Portland, Oregon.
I completely agree. Just like Sid, you went to sleep, but at Roseland, I'm knocking you the fuck out!
Wow.
Well, the issue between Elliot Tyler, Sid Sylum, and Drexel far from over. But come April 12th in the Roseland Theater, it might come to an end, Cody. I say might. I think the only way that happens is if someone dies.
Hey, Drexel involved. You never know.
Matt Brannigan, an unlikely ally. We've seen some brutal, bloody wars, the majority of them including Drexel in the Roseland Theater, but something tells me we ain't seen nothing yet. The Prestige Wrestling Tag Team titles up for grabs next.
Brannigan's huge. I know that song. So do the faithful.
Rare piece of singles action here tonight for one Guillermo Rosas.
Things just got red hot here in the Hawthorne.
Of course, we'll see Rosas' tag team partner, Cody Chun, vie for the Prestige Wrestling World Championship later on tonight against Allen Angels in our main event. We can talk about C4, Cody Von Whistler.
All day.
It's been a bit of an up and down couple of years for them since losing those Prestige Wrestling tag team titles.
It happens. Happens to the best of them. But there's always the opportunity to turn that around, and that opportunity is right now for Guillermo Rosas. Just like that, the vibe has changed.
The Northern Star shines bright on Portland, Oregon, and they are none too pleased.
I thought Canadians were supposed to be nice.
Something goes wrong every time I step foot in a Prestige ring. That ends with you, G-Man. Sorry in advance. This the message Evan Rivers sent Guillermo Rosas in anticipation of this contest.
A lot to prove. Those are some big words. We'll see if he can live up to them.
You know, talk about the up and down career of C4 here in Prestige since losing the gold. How about Evan Rivers? Has yet to pick up a singles victory in the Cascadia Wrestling Cup. Here in the Hawthorne Theater, he just can't seem to get it done. Says shut your mouth. I think the best way to do that is by picking up a victory over Rosas here tonight.
We're moments away from finding out if he can do it as referee Devin Campbell checks with the combatants.
Ready?
Let's go. Guillermo Rosas, Evan Rivers. Staring daggers through each other. Guillermo just feeds off this love.
Collar and elbow tie up here.
Ooh, but
Rivers backing Rosas into the corner. Oftentimes, Guillermo, not the tallest man, will rely on that size, but Rosas has both, Rivers has both in spades. He's a high flyer, but I said it to the man earlier, I always forget how big he is. Deceptively large.
It's not just the hair. Rivers now. Rosas locking up in the middle of the ring there.
Feeling out process here. Shot to the back there from Rivers takes Rosas off his feet. All it takes is one.
Yes, you need your spine for pretty much everything.
Isn't that bound on a little premature? Rosas seems to think so.
Sent to the ropes goes Rosas. Shoulder block, but
Hurt his own shoulder in the process.
once again proving Evan Rivers is not a small dude. He's no Brannigan, but he's a big guy.
Come on, man. Rivers gonna give him one more shot. Rosas gonna take it. Should have known better, sweeping the legs.
Were they chanting Pony Boy?
I don't know.
Hey, well, nothing gold can stay as Guillermo Rosas gets a boot to the head. Almost a cocky maneuver there by Evan Rivers. Rosas now still moving, goes up.
No, leapfrog there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Caught by Rivers, pump. No, lands on his feet. Sends Rivers against the ropes.
Dodges the clothesline. Rivers now unable to do the same, and Guillermo Rosas just ran through him.
No magic in him here tonight. Rosas on fire. I often compare him to the late, great Wyndham Rotunda. He's the Army tank with a Ferrari engine. Sykes, Rivers out.
He made him flinch. Evan Rivers has to marry his mother-in-law.
And you get 2 for flinching. Just do it, Rivers. Just marry your mother-in-law. You yourself, admit it to yourself that you suck is the message Rosas sends to Rivers here. Rivers lands on his feet. Ow, shot to the gut.
A move like that can absolutely change the pace in a second. A kick to the gut that vicious will wind you. And I'm no doctor, but I can guarantee if you can't breathe, you can't fight.
Rosas sent outside the ring. Rivers going to take the time to gloat inside of it. More than happy to take the count-out victory, but not that easily. Not against a pissed-off Guillermo Rosas. Again, sent outside the ring. His ring, as Rivers says.
Allegedly.
Rivers saying to put him over. Admittedly looking very impressive here against Guillermo Rosas.
Admittedly looking face first at the mat.
Taking too much time yelling at us. Giving Rosas the opening and an open hand slap to the face.
That's right. There
Battering
we go.
the back.
Go, go, Guillermo!
Finishes it up with a double overhand chop to the back, rolling Rivers back in.
Only place this matchup can decisively end.
And down comes one strap. You know, you talked about the late great Andre the Giant earlier on. Belly to belly suplex. Cover. And a kick out. Shades of Andre here from Rosas. Does that make Evan Rivers Big John stud?
I hope not.
Knees to the back there, courtesy of Rivers. And let me ask you this. Rivers, such a successful competitor, especially for how little he's been wrestling across the Pacific Northwest. What do you think has stopped him from finding that same consistency here in Prestige Wrestling? Cover.
I think talent like Guillermo Rosas is that. Don't get me wrong, Canada has some of the best pro
Oh my
wrestlers.
God, putting the strap back on. I'm sorry, Cody.
But you know, you get comfortable wrestling up there with the same talent, the same combatants. But here, it's a different story. Guillermo Rosas might be unlike anything Evan Rivers has ever faced before.
Guillermo Rosas about to get a broken arm and some fingers in the face for good measure. Hammer and anvil. Elbows from Evan Rivers. Caught by Rosas. Shoulders down. Only a 2, nearly stolen. Rolling elbow.
And 3 seconds or a submission is all it could take for Evan Rivers to pick up that big victory that you were talking about. The victory he has been unable to grasp.
Well,
here at
Cody,
Prestige.
we saw it earlier. Rivers is more than happy to take a count-out victory. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Maybe a knockout here against Rosas.
You're right. Those are some vicious strikes. Referee Devin Campbell trying to create some separation.
Got to be careful he doesn't cost himself the match here.
He's an angel. Leave him alone.
Listen, we make fun of Devin, but that isn't official. Rivers has got to be careful. He's got to get his temper under control here, Cody.
Guillermo might be done. Rosas is... Oh, no.
No, small package. Maybe playing a little bit of possum there was Rosas.
Sometimes I love being wrong, but once again, look at this vicious side of Evan Rivers.
He is trying to knock this man out cold. I'm telling you, Cody.
Evan now changing the plan up, looking for maybe a Boston Crab.
Targeting the back of Guillermo Rosas.
A submission move that...
No, shoulders down, slingshot,
Oh.
no! Shoulders down again, but still only a 2. And now the Boston Crab cinched in, sits deep into it.
He's got it locked in there. Guillermo Rosas is so close, but so far away from the sanctuary as that is the bottom rope.
Can he make it? No, Rivers bringing him back to the center.
But Rivers now changing it up.
Releases that hold, perhaps realized Rosas was wriggling free, and now he's free.
Rosas used that leg, that one free leg he had to do whatever he could to get out of that submission, and he did.
Guillermo back up to his feet, but he is really, really nursing that left knee, Cody. Still gets it up. Hits
Careful.
up, but how much did that take out of Rosas?
Not enough. Rosas is still moving.
He's got a bum knee.
You don't need it.
Scoop slam. Senton. Rosas has got to finish this one as quickly as possible. Maybe he does it here. No.
Ref 2, says referee Devon Campbell.
Again, Guillermo Rosas, powerful, powerful wrestler. That power is stopped dead in its tracks with a bum knee. Now, on the shoulders of Rivers.
Evan.
Finley roll, lands on his feet. He might be a nasty human being, but he is one hell of an athlete.
Yeah, and he knows it.
Thinking ultraviolet moonsault from the top. Nobody home.
Rivers, though, up on his feet, rolls through, and Guillermo with a huge strike.
Scoop slam again, but really, really feeling that left knee still. Brainbuster.
Oh, that knee.
It buckled. I mean, it buckled there.
I think the referee.
Cover. Rivers kicks out, and Cody, you have to think if Rosas had capitalized immediately, very well may have won the match.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I don't know if the referee saw that knee give out on him. I don't know if Rosas should keep this up. He's got to think about his future at a certain point.
He wants to finish this match. Straps down, thinking double underhook, but just crumples. Northern Lariat! That's it.
Damn.
Evan Rivers with his first singles victory here in Prestige Wrestling. But the story here, the knee of Guillermo Rosas.
And Evan Rivers, I hate to give him credit, but that was a great strategy. Took it to the knee of Rosas. And while Guillermo turned all attention to favoring that knee, it was that vicious Northern Lariat directly to the back of the head that just secured Evan Rivers his first victory in Prestige.
Guillermo Rosas with assistance to make it backstage area. Sending our very, very best to Rosas. Of course, hope it's just a stinger. But Evan Rivers riding high here tonight on the winning track here in Prestige. And Cody, up next, for real this time, no fooling, no goofing, no joking. The Prestige Wrestling Tag Team Championships up for grabs.
The first defense.
Ultra Power putting the gold on the line against Platonic Romance. Who you got?
Ooh. You know, the odds are stacked against the champs because this is their first defense. You gotta think the stress and the pressure is totally on. Because like we talked about earlier, was it the pure skill that won them or got them to victory at Roseland, or was it the elements all stacked up? Was it the venue? Was it the crowd? Tonight, we find out.
Time will tell. Against a very game and very popular set of challengers in Damien Desire and Richie Coy. We'll get to that in a moment. It's not just the venue that's changed, Cody Von Whistler.
Nope.
It's also the attitude of their opponents. Sinner and Saint, two of the most hated men in Prestige Wrestling. They represent the Noise's reign of terror. Likewise, Richie Coy, Damien Desire, platonic romance, as you can hear, fan favorites in every sense of the word. I'm not sure if that's gonna outlast the reception for Ultra Power, the love for the hometown Ultra Power, but I mean, one has to think that throws Amira and Jaden off their game just a little bit.
Sorry, I'm still speechless from that entrance.
We are living and we are learning. Chaos Control has arrived. It was indeed back at Roseland 10. After months, hold on, Cody!
Superhero landing!
How is it on the knees?
Absolutely terrible, but damn does it look cool.
It was back at Roseland 10 that Amira and Jaden finally did what they have tried to do for so very long. After having the Cascadia Wrestling Cup stolen, after having so many special matches and moments stolen from Travis Williams and Judas Icarus, they finally ended their year-long reign of terror. And what a moment it was. But could they be kissing those Prestige Wrestling Tag Team titles goodbye for the first and last time? Again, these are two great singles competitors, some of the best we have here in Prestige Wrestling.
Speaking truth, but
they've not been an established tag team for very long.
same cannot be said for Platonic Romance, who know exactly how to jive together. They've been through good times and bad, and they're still kicking.
It'll be Jaden starting things off here against Richie Coy, the cerulean style, the master of agile style, against a boy named Richie.
Ooh. Nothing a superhero loves more than a friendly handshake.
Oh, hold on, nothing friendly about it.
Got him.
Sucker and Jaden in. Hip toss, but Jaden lands on his feet. Arm drag.
This is where you.
Oh, that's what you don't want if you're Jaden.
I was going to say, you didn't want to let Jaden start picking up momentum that early in the match, and he did just that with that elbow. But Jaden.
Springboard, taking Richie Coy off their feet.
The Rose City Saviors still got some. Whoa. Okay, Jaden.
With a pose for good measure, ducks the shot. Sends Coy against the ropes.
Up and over.
Frog.
Adorable counter.
We got ourselves a standstill here. I don't think imitation is the sincerest form of flattery here tonight, Cody.
Guess you could say it was super adorable. But now Jaden takes him into the ropes, holding on to that top rope.
And in comes Damien Desire. I'm not sure if Jaden even realizes.
I don't think he did. I don't think he saw that tag. Side leg sweep now, and Desire.
Senton!
Beautiful.
Cover. And a kick out. Desire, the larger of the two combatants. His entire body weight sent careening into Jaden.
Biggest combatant in this match.
How about some of the moments Jaden has had in this building? Settling a score with Jordan Cruz in a last man standing match. Settling a score with another former tag team partner in Alex Zane, earning his respect. Earning the respect of the legendary former two-time Prestige Wrestling World Champion Alex Shelley.
Platonic Romance are starting to get a rhythm here.
Cover. But Cody, as you said, it is a what have you done for me lately type of business.
True.
And all of that was done as a singles competitor. Has not had to necessarily worry about gelling with Amira the way he has to tonight.
While simultaneously having to worry about both members of Platonic Romance, who are working the frequent tags and working the arm of Jaden right now.
This situationship paying off. We might have a label tonight. I'm not talking about partners, I'm talking about tag team champions.
Ooh. If they win, we're starting a band.
You and Platonic Romance, very different vibes. I don't want to see you in those trunks, man. I'm sorry.
We're gonna be called My Chemical Platonic Romance. It's gonna be great.
I don't like it. Ask Brooke Havoc about that. In action against Britney Brooks later on tonight. As Damien Desire and Richie Coy wrench the arm of Jaden here, snapping it on the top rope. Cody, we talk about it often. That is a hard steel cable with a very, very thin layer of tape. Now, Jaden, no! Little Looney Tunes action. Coy doesn't realize it. That's their tag team partner, man.
I think he just put the pieces together.
Drop kick. And in comes Coy. Sent into the wrong part of town. And here's the Tower of Power.
Ultra power. Double hip toss. Rolling back.
Basement cutter in stereo there. Now Jaden, used as a weapon from Amira, sent into the standing moonsault in the cover from the Tower of Power. But a kick out from Coy.
Only a 2 count there.
It took a moment there. Jaden had to tell Amira to go for the cover, and I think that might have cost him.
Referee Devin Campbell trying to get Jaden out of this one.
Richie Coy taking Jaden out of the equation. Makes the tag to Damien Desire. At Ultra Power. Sending Desire for a ride. Up and over, right in front of our commentary booth. The big boot.
He's kicking us in the face.
Well, no almost about it. Damien Desire kicking Jaden in the face, and Amira doing the same to Desire.
And now the Tower of Power, thinking about getting a little high here in the Hawthorne.
Caught mid-cross body with a drop kick from Desire. Picture perfect positioning. Cover. No.
Damien Desire saw it coming a mile away. And Amira paid the price. Damn.
We know Damien desires to become Prestige Wrestling Tag Team Champion. No, that is not a tag. Instead, lubricating the chop of Damien Desire is Richie Coy.
He put some stank on it. Oh, wait. Once again.
Oh, man. Nasty. But effective.
He almost spit on poor Devin. But that only angered Amira.
Amira showing Desire how it's done. No spit necessary. You do not want to piss off the Tower of Power, but Desire catches her with that boot.
Amira absolutely rocked by that big boot. Jaden calling for the tag, but Damien Desire cuts off Amira. She's in the middle of the ring, but gotta feel like miles away from her partner, Jaden. Oh,
Desire reaching for the tag. It's Amira doing the same.
It's a hot tag tug of war.
Neither one of these athletes giving each other the opening here, and it's Desire catching Amira with the knee.
Up goes Amira.
Down goes Amira, face first. In comes Coy.
Platonic Romance. Beautiful.
Cazadora splash, leg hooked. Only a 2. And Cody, talk to us a little bit about what it would do to the paradigm of Prestige Wrestling for Richie Coy and Damien Desire, Platonic Romance, to capture those Prestige Wrestling Tag Team titles.
It would absolutely shake things up in the best way possible.
Not for Amira and Jaden.
Oh, no, but for Platonic Romance. But right now, we might see that future as Amira's in trouble. I love being wrong.
Big boot. Down goes Coy.
Can Amira get to Jaden?
She needs to, but Desire's not going to let it happen. Sending Amira face first into that top turnbuckle, props her up on the top.
There you go.
Amira catches him once again.
Amira!
Cross body! Wiping out Platonic Romance. And Amira's got to tag in the Cerulean Star.
Wow, that crossbody took a lot of energy out of Amira.
She's crawling. She's inching. But as she does, platonic romance stirring. In comes Jaden.
And flying through the sky here in the Hawthorne Theater, Jaden now is feeling it.
No capes necessary. Jaden takes them off their feet.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Richie,
Face full of turnbuckle, face full of enziguri.
not the moneymaker.
Oh, Desire set into Koi. Not the way they're accustomed to.
Jaden.
Sunset flip. But Koi with a nasty break of the cover.
Jaden is the connoisseur of Code Reds. He'll hit him wherever he can. And that was a new one right there.
And it's a shame they have to fight, Cody. The Cerulean gear matches so well.
I like it.
But fight they
Oh.
must. Tag team
Oh.
gold up for grabs. Fireman's carry, Samoan drop, neckbreaker combo. But Koi stays in it.
Impressive kick out there from an even more impressive double team maneuver by Ultra Power.
I gotta say, we questioned if that tag team synergy could last past the adrenaline of Roseland 10, past the personal animosity against Sinner Insane. I think Ultra Power proving it very, very much can.
Wait, hold up.
Amira's got Koi up. Damien Desire making the save.
Combatants have a waistlock.
Josie, no! Super kick.
Oh no, Amira now left alone.
Spine buster.
Damn.
Off comes the elbow pad of Richie Koi.
Jordan, Jaden's out.
And Amira may be very, very soon.
If they keep this up, we might be moments away from new champs.
Damien Desire and Sakuri. You could feel that. That was inches away from us. Oh, Koi's calling for the end. If they hit this, love bomb away, we do indeed have new champions.
Amira might be going for the ride, Jordan.
Looking for that Doomsday assisted power bomb. Love bomb away! New champs! Not if Jaden has anything to say about it.
Making the save while kicking Damien Desire in the face at the same time.
Lands on the apron.
Oh.
Caught by the post. Now Koi. Back in the center with Amira, the two legal combatants. But Amira continues to fire away. Flurry of knife-edge chops. No, caught by Koi. Uppercut to the arm.
Rolling elbow, rocking the face
Shades
of Koi.
of former Prestige Wrestling Roseland main eventer Masato Tanaka.
Wait a minute. Amira thinking.
No, all she's gonna do is think.
Thinking strongest slam. But wait a minute.
Assisted brainbuster. Kieber.
Ultra Power.
No, only a 2.
I swore that was it.
Talking about the resiliency of Richie Koi.
Koi putting on both Koi and Damien Desire. Putting up one hell of a fight, but right now Ultra Power, I think they might have Richie right where they want him.
Jaden has them up in the torture rack. No,
Desire,
Koi escapes in a meeting of the minds between the champions.
a head-on collision from Ultra Power. And Jaden into the corner.
These two have each other's number, man.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Jaden now left in a 2-on-1 situation.
Not where you want to be. Certainly not against platonic romance.
Oh no, Jaden now is set up and dropped down by Desire from the top rope now.
Blue Thunder Bomb! Frog Splash! Leg hooked! No! Amira unable to make the save. Jaden somehow able to get the shoulders up, and now Amira with reckless abandon. You can tell the Tower of Power is getting desperate here, Cody.
Dragging our partner rather to the corner, gets the tag, does Amira. As platonic romance make their way to their feet.
Oh!
And Amira meets those feet.
Yeah, super kick to the mush in stereo. Now setting up perhaps for that love bomb away, indeed. In the opposite corner, in their corner, this time on Amira. Jaden.
Hey.
Jaden meets him in that corner here, Cody.
At least momentarily makes a save. What a Hurricane Rana from Amira.
Call that an American Rana.
Hey.
And an Udakan from a woman who has indeed gotten the seal of approval, shared the ring with the legendary Aja Kong.
A very dangerous place to be for all combatants involved.
What the hell's Amira going for here?
I think we're about to find out.
Catapulting Desire off the top.
Booyah.
McCoy's back in. Coy caught with a Superman punch.
Coy's back out.
And here we go, Torture Rack once again. If at first you don't see, no. Desire crumples.
Yeah, Desire's not a small man as Jaden puts him up in the fireman's carry.
Go to sleep.
And Amira, as Damien is staggering.
World's strongest slam. Tope
Jaden.
to Coy on the outside. The champs retain.
Amazing. Wow. The beginning of that matchup, it was almost all platonic friends. They were working the frequent tags, they were working the double teams, and then about halfway through, it seems like the switch just flipped with Ultra Power.
Oh,
they
come on,
realized
from
what they
the
had
back.
to God.
The Midnight Heat.
Damn it.
Eddie Pearl and Ricky Gibson. I said earlier on tonight that they had to have their sights set on those tag team titles, and now they're using them to brain the champions.
Come on.
Spinebuster! It was in this very building that the Midnight Heat relinquished those tag team titles before their first defense because of Ricky Gibson's injury. And it's in this very building that they're going to send a message
Jordan.
that they want it back.
Jordan, he's wrapping the title around his leg. No, Gibson!
Hot seat! Championship to the skull of Amira. This is ugly, man. Come on. There is no need for this.
You stay there! You like that?
Despicable.
You get the most disgraceful team in tag team wrestling there ever has been! The Midnight Heat! We made those titles what they are! Through blood, sweat, but no tears, because we don't cry, bitch! Seeing those
Come on.
Eddie Pearl's lost his damn mind.
I don't think he ever
Wrapping
had
the cord! Wrapping the cord of the microphone around Amira's neck!
belts around their waists! They're just absolutely sick! Shut up!
it. Enough is enough. Come on.
Thankfully, Amira's out of there.
Happily ever after. Happily ever after. A young innocent woman goes from front row to being in the ring. Happily ever after is watching Jaden lose time after time after time, and somehow the underdog musters up enough courage to get a win. That's happily ever after.
Eddie Pearl said, "We have nothing to say." I'll say this. If that match is indeed signed April 12th from the Roseland Theater in Portland, Oregon, Roseland 11, it's going to be a much, much different story against a fresh and ready Ultra Power.
That's right. There'll be no sneak attacks. There'll be no absolute douchebaggery.
Cody Von Whistler, we got to restore order here.
I'm sick.
As am I. We need a moment. We will be back with more great prestige wrestling action. Please, fans, stick with us. Welcome back, one and all, singles action as we keep the good times rolling here at Prestige Wrestling's Attribute of the Strong.
I'm feeling it.
And so is she, Britney Brooks, making her Prestige Wrestling debut.
It's Cody, B. No?
No.
Fair enough.
You know, Cody, Britney Brooks is a bit like a Sour Patch Kid. Sometimes she's sweet, as we're seeing here tonight. Sometimes she's sour, but if she has her way with a victory tonight over Brooke Havoc, she will be anything but gone.
You say she's sweet sometimes?
Yeah, not here.
I mean, I saw her putting a picture of you in some book earlier.
What? What was she writing?
You don't want to know.
Well, from Regina George to her opponent, Janice, the emo queen returns to the Hawthorne Theater. It's the first Friday of the month and I'm sitting here calling a Brooke Havoc match. Some things just never change.
Better stay away from her.
Well, this entire audience stunned at the return of Brooke Havoc here. Last saw her in three-way action, falling to Sandra Moon in a match that also included current Prestige Wrestling Tag Team Champion Amira, and I have it on good authority, that match is official. April 12th from the Roseland Theater in Portland, Oregon, it will be the Midnight Heat. Hold on. Head-to-head with Ultra Power, and right now, Brad Lee looking too cool for school.
Here we go.
Bell sounds and we are underway. Again, Brooke Havoc tonight looking to avenge that loss to Sandra Moon in that three-way match back at Reality Unfolds 2 years ago. But I mean, she's nearly an entirely different athlete. Easy for me to say, Cody.
Hey, she's been through one hell of a journey, and she's only gotten better because of it. But will that be enough? As Brooks now had control. Look at that in just a flash. Havoc.
Wow. Ooh. Since the last time we've seen her, she's taken to the land of the rising sun, competing in Marvelous and Pro Wrestling Noah, but it's Brooke worked over by Britney Brooks. These two very, very evenly matched, Cody. Not the first time they've shared a ring, and it won't be the last.
Jockeying for position. It's anyone's game in the opening moments of this contest, and what a drop toe hold by Havoc.
You think Britney Brooks realized the popularity of Brooke Havoc? You think she maybe expected this lopsided reception and decided to come out here with a negative, nasty attitude?
Well, if she didn't, now she does. She's well aware that the Prestige faithful are fans of Brooke Havoc.
21 years of age, already a veteran of half a decade, is Britney Brooks. The center of attention has certainly been gathering the attention of the wrestling world.
Havoc sent to the ropes, bounces off that middle rope. Nice maneuver by Brooke Havoc.
Both of these women really nationally traveled superstars trying to make a mark here in Prestige Wrestling, and it's Brooke Havoc giving us a one-way ticket to the gun show, because Cody, she's so jacked.
Jacked, brother.
A little bit of inside baseball for you. Brooke Havoc actually joining me at the gym earlier on today. She
I don't believe
outworked
you.
me. No, we were there. You'll believe this. Outworked me with, in her words, a nasty, diabolical pump, and bullied me for not getting enough gains.
Okay, I believe it now.
From the second,
Oh.
shotgun missile drop kick taking Brooks off her feet. Cover. And a kick out.
Close, but not enough as the emo queen in control. And you got to think she's been in a good mood ever since they announced the return of the Vans Wars.
Well, Britney Brooks, I don't think knows what that means.
Yeah.
She does, she doesn't care. Taking every second allotted to her by referee Bradley, and a slap to the face. Just plain pissing off the emo queen.
And right into her trap went Brooke Havoc, face first into that turnbuckle, and look at that.
Very smart of Britney Brooks.
What a mean girl.
You sucker Havoc in, you take her off her game, and it's very effective against a Brooke Havoc. Someone who's traveled the world, someone who's seen and done and won it all. It's very sound strategy. Wow. Bulldog from Britney into the cover.
With some trash talk, is that going to be enough?
No. I want to point to the knee braces on both of these women. Both Brooke Havoc and Britney Brooks suffering tears in their ACL. Both knees. Debilitating, potentially career-ending injuries that both of these women bounced back from. Britney most recently, this one of her first matches since returning to action.
I got to give a shout out to her knee braces. She bedazzled them. They are fly, but oh.
Not only are they fly, those are hard knee braces. Unlike the soft knee braces of Brooke Havoc, those are a weapon in and of themselves.
It's true, and right now, Brooks, swinging for the fences. Nobody home. Same can't be said for that one, while Havoc now swinging again.
That is what we call a pair of receipts, Cody Von Whistler.
Oh, yeah.
CVS would be proud. Nobody home, went to the well one too many times.
That's where listening to the fans can come back to bite you in the butt. Fans asked for one more chop, and Britney Brooks saw it coming a mile away.
Just digging Brooke Havoc's face into that top turnbuckle. There is a chip on the shoulder of Britney Brooks here tonight, Cody. I don't know if it's the fact that it's her prestige debut, the fact that it's one of her first matches back since that ACL tear. She's got something to prove.
Or maybe she's just a mean girl.
Snap suplex into the cover.
Only a one there. Brooke Havoc is still very much in this one, Jordan.
And that is not fetch for Britney Brooks.
Would you please stop trying to make fetch happen?
Oh, man. Britney Brooks really taking her time. This is the psychological warfare of Britney Brooks, but it's a very thin line you walk between confidence and cockiness, Von Whistler. Case in point.
Here we go, Brooke Havoc. Momentarily was picking up some momentum.
Shots to the throat, and both women with the same idea.
Again, both combatants into the ropes. Clothesline was on the mind of both combatants, and they are out.
Brooks and Brooke both drop. Referee Bradley administering the count. What a shame it would be to see this one end in a double count out.
They're moving, but they're moving slow. Brooks using that rope to get up to her feet. Havoc not far behind.
Oh, you know, she's a product of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and the Nightmare Factory, but that was a Superman punch, Von Whistler.
Woo, every night is emo night when Brooke Havoc is involved.
Neck breaker into that standing corkscrew elbow, cover, and a kick out. And how much is taken out of those formerly injured knees every time Brooke Havoc wrenches them up to hook them?
Right there, she's slapping him. Maybe she's trying to get some feeling back in
I'm talking
there.
about the knees of Britney Brooks.
Oh, both combatants have got to watch the knees. Oh, wait a minute.
This pump handle is a game ender for Brooke Havoc. Brittany Brooks, the taller of the two competitors, staying on her feet.
Hammerlock.
Oh, thinking DDT.
Not tonight, says Havoc.
Enziguri kick.
Using that top rope for a little extra leverage now. Havoc hits the ropes, but
Oh, rolling elbow.
could be all she wrote for Havoc, because there was the hammerlock and the DDT.
Cover DDT means 1, 2, no! Not 3, not yet.
Close as you can get without taking it all home. Referee Brad Lee is calling the action right down the middle.
Portland rallying behind their emo queen. Does that make them emo subjects?
Yes.
It's Brittany Brooks trying to subject Brooke Havoc to more punishment, thinking it's Brittany, bitch! It's Brooke, bitch! No, only a 2.
Would you stop?
Just the name of the move. And her opponent.
Havoc. Unleashing Havoc now.
Battering the back, into the face.
Series of forearms, unloading it here, but what, Brooks still in this one.
Now Brittany, fireman's carry. Brooke Havoc. Brooke Havoc, the smaller of the two, but deceptively strong, Cody. You're talking about that gym time. It's paying off as she lifts Brittany up for the pump handle and the cover.
And that she might be cut from the team after that.
No! Is that an emo reference?
Yes.
Cool.
I think Brooke Havoc might be my daughter.
Brooke Havoc clutching at the head, nursing the neck there with the Shining Wizard. Has got to go for that cover. Has got to pin those shoulders down.
Brooks almost folded in half the wrong way there.
Now up to the top.
I think you're right. Havoc might be thinking a little stage dive.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Von Whistler. And it's Brooke Havoc looking to take the victory right out of the hands of Brittany Brooks, but not if the center of attention has anything to say about it.
Follows Havoc up to the top
Very
rope.
confusing. It's deeply confusing. Get ready for our main event. Cody Chun and you. Superplex attempted by Brittany Brooks. Very dangerous for both women.
Look at Havoc, though, hooking that leg right under the top turnbuckle. Keeping herself on the top rope, and a headbutt sends her opponent to the mat.
Oh, she's headbanging, baby.
What's she thinking now, Jordan?
No! Evades! Rolls through! Ducks the line! Kick to the gut! Off the ropes! Bulldog!
These two just know each other so well. It's been anyone's game this entire match, and that might have changed right there.
Almost a headlock driver! But still it's not enough.
Look at that. Referee Bradley's hand was about an inch above the mat.
As close can get. But
if
Cody, this ain't horseshoes, this ain't hand grenades, and we got a temper tantrum.
If it ain't 3, it ain't picking up the W. Oh, there's some sign language for you.
I don't think she's telling Brittany Brooks that she's number 1.
You don't know that.
I think Brittany knows that. Well, not yet. That is still to be decided. You're right, I don't know. It's still to be decided.
Ooh. And right now, that so-called loser, as the Prestige faithful say, was looking for a big pump knee, but
rolls her up! Rolls
her through. Back to her feet is Havoc. Dodges that clothesline, but barely, and once again thinking,
it's Brittany, bitch! Instead, Havoc gigging, looking for adrenaline in reverse, but Brittany escapes.
Foot slam shout out for a second there, and look at that chop block to the knee. That's what you were talking about moments ago, Jordan.
Yeah, this is real, Cody Von Whistler. O'Connor. No. Hello.
It's just a minute.
Adrenaline in reverse. Brooke Havoc looks to
Is this it?
finish the story.
From bell to bell, it was absolutely any combatant's game. There were many moments where as soon as one picked up the momentum, it was just taken right back by the other. Neck and neck, blow for blow, but at the end of the night, it was my potential daughter, Brooke Havoc, picking up the W.
I don't think the timeline works. All right, well, take
know
nothing
how
away
old I am.
Take nothing away from Brittany Brooks. Very, very impressive in her Prestige debut. But Brooke Havoc returning 2 years ago, almost to the day. picks up her first win in Prestige Wrestling. Truly a day to remember for the Emo Queen.
I'm going home.
Up next, Cody Von Whistler, more tag team action on tap. The Hammer Brothers in action. Couple of prestige debutants on their way to the ring.
Couple of frat boys.
That is Sobal Alvaro with the short brown hair, Brendan Royce with the long hair. These two men with the opportunity of a lifetime.
Come on, man, they're boys. They're frat boys.
And they are not pleasant frat boys. This is not the modern,
Is there such
inclusive,
thing?
lovable fraternity.
Well, it's rush week, and they might be getting hazed.
From frat brothers to brothers of construction, it's hammer time.
Look at the faithful.
Hammer Brothers fresh off their Roseland debut back at Roseland X. And though they didn't pick up the victory over rivals and Prestige Wrestling Tag Team Champion #1 contenders, the Midnight Heat, they more than proved they are here to stay, Cody. Oh man, they got something to say. Big Sledge with the mic.
They got the gift of gab. You ready for an OSHA certified promo, brother?
Hammerhead, it's hammer time! Tonight, we're gonna pound these tools from pillar to post! Because we are the bulldozing, steamrolling, pile-driving, over-rising, blue-collar brothers Jack and Sven, the Hammer Brothers, and when you're a hammer, everybody looks like an egg.
Cody Von Whistler, I cannot tell you the last time that a tag team has overtaken Prestige Wrestling quite like this. A true movement is this show of love for the Hammer Brothers.
I guess you could say they're building a fan base.
So stupid.
I want to wear the hat.
Are you OSHA certified?
No.
I didn't think
I
so.
don't think I'm certified in anything.
Certifiably insane.
That's true. I think the only people who might be crazier than me is the team of Brandon Royce and Sol Bavaro, because right now,
That
gonna-
Sledge saying screw him, and I think that's the intention. So Alvaro starting things off here against Jack Hammer. What do you make of this, Cody? The smallest of the Hammer Brothers starting things off.
hey, he's keeping a fast pace, probably smart because both of these combatants are younger and quicker than the Hammer Brothers.
Not only that, they want to
Oh, whoa,
reserve. Come on, behind referee Fidel's back.
And the distraction was enough. Brendan Royce took some shots to the face, but Sol Bavaro right behind there, stomping away on Jack.
We've talked about it before, Cody. There is much less tape to study of Sol Alvaro and Brendan Royce than there is for them to study of the Hammer Brothers. Perhaps
Oh.
working to their advantage here. That rake of the eyes certainly is.
It ain't pretty, but it's effective.
In comes Royce.
That's right, Brendan Royce.
Neck breaker.
A European uppercut to the back of the head.
Cover, cover.
Only a 1 count there.
Gotta say, this has been all Alpha Sigma thus far, and take nothing away from the young man. It's very surprising to me. Choking jackhammer on that middle rope.
You got to think if somehow these frat boys are able to pick up the upset, that there will be a wicked Flip Cup game after this.
Well, not only that, but what are the implications for the Prestige Wrestling World Tag Team titles after April 12th? Be it the Midnight Heat, be it Ultra Power, who walk away with those championships.
So Lavaro now. Brendan Roy's looking to do exactly what you said and get into the good graces of Prestige
Cover.
Management.
And a kick out. I want to point out how disrespectful an assisted sidewalk slam to the damn Hammer Brothers.
The sidewalk that they paved. It's a good way to get under the skin. It's half the battle here.
You can tell Sobalvado want to keep Jack Hammer in this match for as long as possible.
Oh no, Sobi.
Jack's done. He's done playing around here.
A series of boots, a series of back elbows, and Jack Hammer proving he's still in this.
And those are Timberland boots, baby. In comes Brendan Royce.
Oh no.
No!
Oh, yeah.
Friendly fire there. And there's the Polish Hammer. Back body drop.
And there's the tag.
And comes Sledge. Boom! 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 Boom!
Are we paying for our hubris and science?
Choke slam! OSHA certified.
And he's not done.
Excavator!
And Sledgehammer is feeling it tonight. And something tells me that he's not done.
Just a mass of humanity. Tossing grown men around the ring like they're toddlers.
Oh, Jordan.
Back it up. Back it up, baby.
Ready for the beeps?
Oh, God.
That's how you get pink eye, kid.
In comes Jackhammer.
Up goes Jackhammer and up goes Sobi. So Lavaro's up on the shoulder. Maybe.
Diesel Hammer Pile Driver. Count to 100. Hammer Brothers had to bounce back in a big way after losing to the Midnight Heat back at Roseland 10. Suffice it to say, they have bounced.
Just bounce their opponents off the mat, head first with that Diesel Hammer Pile Driver. And you gotta think these frat boys are rethinking their life choices.
Worse than any hangover. They got hammered. 2025 may indeed be the year of the hammer. But talk about the year of prestige wrestling we got coming up. Already confirmed, April 12th, back at the Roseland Theater in Portland, Oregon. It's Roseland 11, featuring Tomohiro Ishii versus Calvin Tankman, Sinner and Saint versus the Rascals, the Crush Boys versus Andrew Everett and Trevor Lee, Timothy Thatcher, Zack Sabre Jr., the stars of Dragon Gate, the legendary X-Pac, and so much more. Not only that, we roll on less than 1 week later, April 17th, the meet in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Nothing to Lose, featuring The Inspiration versus Kylie Ray and Nicole Matthews, Michael Oku versus El Phantasmo, Minoru Suzuki versus Adam Priest, Kevin Blackwood versus Leon Slater, Arez and the Wagners versus the Z-Brats, and so much more. But Cody, we still got one more tonight.
Oh yeah, and I still can't believe that that's only 4 months into the year and Prestige has taken over the world. Speaking of taking over the world, this is my guy. Cody Gang represent.
Not a real thing.
You don't know that.
I have never seen a card.
It's because they're secret.
may look at classic Cody Chun and see a great tag team wrestler.
Facts.
And indeed, he is inaugural and only former two-time Prestige Wrestling Tag Team Champion with partner Guillermo Rosas.
Say it.
But as that t-shirt says, he is also the winner of the 2023 Cascadia Wrestling Cup. And curiously, who did he defeat in the finals to win that honor?
That's a personal question, Jordan.
It was none other than current Prestige Wrestling World Champion, Alan Angels.
All jokes aside, that was a very, very stressful night. We were moments away from Alan Angels taking it all, but thankfully Cody Chun was able to seal the deal, and that has to be, at least in Prestige, his biggest singles accomplishment until tonight, potentially.
He's done it once before in a main event with gold on the line. All he has to do is make a lightning strike twice.
Here comes your boy.
He is anything but. But I'll tell you what he is. He's the current Prestige Wrestling World Champion. Much like Cody Chun in those tag team titles, he's held that gold twice. He walks into tonight, cumulatively day 297. And tonight, what do you want?
What the fuck you did last night? What you did the last wrestling? The belt?
All right, now chill out, chill out, come on, come on.
Jordan getting maybe
fine,
a little
I'm fine.
talking to there. Last few shows, my co-host here, Jordan, made what I would say is the right call to stop some of the shenanigans from Sinner and Saint. Obviously, the band leader, the frontman, Alan Angels, not too happy with you.
Listen, I'm not proud of what I did. It's not who I am. It's not the type of broadcaster I want to be. But, I mean, that right there is it. Alan Angels has a main event. He's the Prestige Wrestling World Champion. And he's choosing to spend his time making his way to ringside, not focused on that championship, not focused on the challenger Cody Chun, but focused on an announcer. Because Alan Angels is a bully. And this isn't about me, this isn't sour grapes. This is about this son of a bitch doing everything he can to ruin a place that I love with my whole heart. I know you love with your whole heart. I know most importantly, Cody Chun loves with his whole heart. And I know Cody Chun will do everything in his power to end the darkest timeline right here, right now.
It was right here in this very venue where that darkest timeline started. Me and you sitting right here, Jordan, witnessing the unthinkable as Alan Angels finally climbed to the top of Prestige Wrestling.
Ladies, gents, and all my nerdy friends here with us at the Hawthorne Theater, Portland, Oregon, and those who may be watching at home. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the Prestige Wrestling World Championship. And it's your main event of the evening. Introducing this, the challenger, to my left, fighting out of Seattle, Washington. He is the inaugural Cascadia Wrestling Cup winner and one half of Sid Sylum. This is classic Cody Chun.
Avi Kiyoshi has set the stage. It is main event time here in the Hawthorne Theater. The Prestige Wrestling World Championship up for grabs.
His opponent, to my left,
Oh boy.
his opponent, to my right, fighting
come on!
The Prestige Wrestling World Champion, the frontman, Angel.
It's not even in a band.
This match is officially presented and Sinner and Saint are banned from the building.
And that's the ticket, Cody Von Whistler. Because in all the successful defenses Alan Angels has made of that Prestige Wrestling World Championship, against the likes of the Black Swan, and Evil Uno, and Drexel and Mustafa Ali, most recently Mike Santana. Nearly every single time, Judas Icarus and Travis Williams has been the difference maker. They're not here. They're banned from the building.
And the Prestige faithful are very confident thanks to that stipulation. The odds are even here tonight in the Hawthorne Theater.
And you know something? I'll be so bold as to say this. I think if Travis Williams and Judas Icarus were here, I'm not sure if they would even help Alan Angels. We heard from them, their post-match comments. They said they only helped him beat Mike Santana back at Roseland 10 for the Northern Armory, not for Angels. Clearly, as much as he might hate to admit it, there is tension a-brewing in the noise.
You might be seeing the breakup of the noise, just like the Beatles. It can happen. Every great band must come to an end, and right now, collar and elbow in the middle of the ring as our main event is underway. Cody Chun taking the quick early lead.
Nice.
Benny Hilden.
From the finals of the 2023 Cascadia Wrestling Cup to the main event of Attribute of the Strong with the Prestige Wrestling World Championship on the line. Cody Von Whistler, plain and simple. Chun is little boying Alan Angels.
Hey, once again, was thinking about doing it one more time, but Angels frolically challenged.
He doesn't know how that feels, even if he did have empathy.
Pulling the hair, getting out of there, and Alan Angels proving in the early moments of this main event, there's very little he won't do to keep that title.
Von Whistler, you called that Cascadia Wrestling Cup final with me back in 2023. If you are Alan Angels, what do you have to do differently here tonight against Cody Chun for a different result?
Well, I think the biggest thing right now is Angels knows he can't rely on Sinner and Saint. So this is a different strategy of Alan Angels.
Headlock takeover, body scissors from Chun.
But will it be enough is the question that will be answered at the end of the night here. But look at this, Alan Angels not letting that leg lock be locked in for long. And look at that counter by Alan Angels. Oh, come on. Thought he was going for like an STF, an actual wrestling move. But hey, Cody Chun
Now, why would
started
he?
it.
He's only the world champion. Why would he do that?
Hey, Chun started it.
Alex Shelley said it himself in this very building. He said, Alan Angels is a hard worker. He's a talented wrestler. It's a shame he's such a you-know-what. As Angels manipulates the wrist of Cody Chun. You know, we talked about it earlier on tonight with Chun's tag team partner, Guillermo Rosas. Chun also has something to prove. Him and Rosas have not picked up a single victory as a tag team since losing those championships to Alan Angels' Noise cohorts, Travis Williams and Judas Icarus, Sinner and Saint.
Angels, though, still holding. Alan Angels has a death grip rather, on that arm and just trying to wrench it away. It's not supposed to go. Can the classic one get out of it? Damn right he can.
Cody Chun using those long legs. Hips up. Versus the pressure and takes Angels down. Talk about follically challenged. Alan Angels also vertically challenged here tonight against Cody Chun.
Would you keep going?
Angels grabs the rope, forces the break.
Use your surroundings. Alan Angels now moving quicker than Chun.
Drop kick.
Not quick enough.
Yeah, not against Cody Chun, not against A man with one of the most picturesque in the business.
That's right, Cody Chun.
Hip toss.
A product of the Buddy Wayne Wrestling Academy up in Everett,
And
Washington.
there's that drop kick.
Some of the best in the Pacific Northwest.
You know, usually Cody Chun would go for that Shunaroonie.
I think Cody came down on his arm a little awkwardly there.
I think so. Really, really nursing that elbow there is Cody Chun, trying to shake the cobwebs. But he's giving Angels time to recuperate.
Chun now, still favoring that hand, but he's got another one that can still do damage. Why not? Encore.
Chirping chop to the chest. And the ugly aquatic tattoo of Alan Angels.
Probably the first encore that front man's ever been asked to get. Right in front of us now.
Lighten up the chest, and Angels almost got in the trio woe there for a second.
I love it.
So do these people.
Cody Chun feeling the love, but feeling the pain in that left arm there.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of tennis elbow there. Ow! Still chopping that chest here, but clearly something is wrong for Chun.
Chun once again giving the faithful what they want as he sends the champ into the ropes, thinking hip toss. Alan Angels thinking
backslide.
You owe me a soda.
Wrenching the arm, the already injured arm of Cody Chun, and the tide has just turned.
That's all it took. One simple slam of the shoulder directly to the mat, and if that arm wasn't dislocated, it might be now. Devin Campbell, though, you saw our referee checking on Cody Chun. Cody Chun wants to continue.
Again, Alan Angels is a great wrestler. I'm ashamed to have him as our champion because of his attitude, as we're seeing here, but he is a great wrestler. He might not have the same athleticism or explosivity of a Cody Chun, but he is cunning, man. He's smart as a whip. Shot to the gut.
Angels in control, and it's blood in the water.
Taking the fight to that shoulder there. Playing with his food here, having his fun as he dissects classic Cody Chun. Oh, man.
This is one of those moments where Cody Chun has to put his hate for Alan Angels aside and think about his future.
But again, it's not just hate for Alan Angels. It is a career-changing opportunity, Von Whistler. The Prestige Wrestling World Championship is on the line.
If he doesn't have an arm, will he be able to defend the title in that divorce court? May have sealed the deal.
That question is getting closer and closer. Shoulders down, and a kick out there. Angels didn't hook the legs, and Von Whistler, I think if he did, we might be saying and still.
Diving divorce court.
Alan Angels ain't separating from that Prestige Wrestling World Championship, whether or not the court has anything to say about it.
I hate to be the downer here, but these faithful might be able to chant till the cows come home. I think Cody Chun might be done for. You can hear him screaming in pain. Not good, Jordan.
Yeah, no, this is a tough watch. I saw it in the eyes of Alan Angels when he came over to our commentary booth. Different kind of determination from the champion here tonight. And Cody Chun's arm just getting dissected. Portland rallying behind Cody Chun, but there's only so much the Prestige faithful can do. The adrenaline, the heart, it only takes you so far, Von Whistler.
But look at that. If you want someone with heart, if you want someone with soul, it's Cody Chun. Fighting to his feet, swinging for the fences, fighting for his life. Yes.
Fighting spirit there from the classic one. Goes for a chop, but again, Angels back to that injured left arm, and a backstabber.
Not just any backstabber.
Cover. No.
It was a hammerlock backstabber. I can honestly say I've never seen that before.
Not only digging the knees into the back, that nasty landing, also continuing to wrench that arm. Continuing to add pain and add damage to that extremity.
Ever since Angels left his previous life, if you will, his elite previous life, he has had the biggest chip on his shoulder.
Come on, he's got something to say.
Don't give him the mic, Evie.
Evie, don't.
And unfortunately, that chip on his shoulder has led him to the Prestige Championship.
I want to make a correction here, Von Whistler. He wasn't asking Evie for the mic. He was saying, Evie, get ready. Pretty soon you're going to have to do your job because this match is almost over. And unfortunately, Von Whistler, I think he might be right.
John, once again, in trouble as Alan Angel's in full control with the arm of Cody Chun.
Back up to the top rope. What type of evil intentions does Angels have in store here?
I think he's looking to... I don't think he was looking for that, but I'm okay with it.
Cody Chun may have just found a way back in this thing. It's the shoulder of Angels drilled into that post. Karma's a you-know-what, front man.
Alan Angels meets Solid Steel, and this is the opportunity for classic Cody Chun to get back in this one.
Just like that, there is hope. Just like that, the darkest timeline glimmers a little brighter.
Alan Angels is still moving. Chun, Angels, both back up to their feet.
Shoulder block with the injured shoulder. That was instinct, Von Whistler. Chun has to adjust. He can't rely on that. Not with that injured shoulder. Not with that injured elbow. Drop kick! Got him flush in the face. Now can you dig that, sucker?
I don't know if I can dig that. I don't know if Chun dug that.
Alan Angels is rocked. Body splash from Chun. And that flurry of southpaws. This is classic Cody.
Chun's stoppable.
Two for flinching, DDT.
Alan Angels has to marry his mother-in-law. Wait a minute.
No! I'm not sure what would be worse, marrying your mother-in-law or losing that Prestige Wrestling World Championship. Cody Chun, after winning the Cascadia Wrestling Cup back in 2023, said, "He is I, and I am him," and that will indeed be the case if he wins the gold here tonight. That shoulder, that elbow, the difference maker here, Von Whistler.
Chun rethinking his strategy
Small package,
here.
Angels is gonna steal it. No.
That was very, very close. Swinging for the fences is Alan Angels. Cody Chun with a code breaker.
Alan Angels folded inside out, hook in the leg, new champ. No.
Not yet. Referee Devin Campbell right on top of the action, calling it down the middle. Got to give him credit, but right now, you got to think Cody Chun is rethinking everything, rethinking the strategy with one arm.
Hold on, jockeying for position here. Alan Angels sandbags.
Not just yet.
Oh man, code breaker, that injured arm.
God damn it.
This is it. He's done, I'm sorry. Or is he?
Isn't it great being wrong?
Cover! No! Cody Chun won the Cascadia Wrestling Cup less than 2 years ago. Why shouldn't he win the Prestige Wrestling World Championship?
Will the storybook ending of Cody Chun's climb to the top of Prestige end here tonight? Will he simultaneously take us out of the darkest timeline? Right now, Cody Chun's thinking about some Cody Cutter.
The same move he used to win the Cascadia Wrestling Cup, but Angels with the electric chair.
Victory roll.
No! Halo strike, no! Super kick!
Chun now, once again, goes back to the corner.
But Angels had it scouted. He doesn't want a repeat of 2023, and there is the Halo stretch.
Can the arm of Cody Chun hang on there?
That's that injured arm there. Both arms caught. One by the legs of Angels, one by the arms of Angels. Chun, perhaps with no choice but to call it quits. As you said, Cody, I understand this is a world title match, but it's the man's career, it's the man's livelihood at stake.
Can't be champ if you don't have an arm.
Cody Chun gets that foot on the bottom rope, forces the break, but how much damage was done in just the 15 seconds that Angels had that locked in?
Alan Angels a little frustrated there. Cody Chun using those long legs to find safety in the bottom rope, but Chun's moving very, very slow, Jordan.
And this is usually the point, Cody Von Whistler, when Sinner and Saint would involve themselves. When Judas Icarus and Travis Williams would cause the distraction. They are not here tonight. They are banned from the building.
Ain't no sweet boys in sight. Oh, whoa, wait a minute.
He's thinking Angels wings.
This is exactly how he won the championship here in the Hawthorne Theater. Whoa!
No! Nearly colliding with referee Devin Campbell. That was a close call.
Watch out, he's a national treasure.
Big splash, nobody home. Big boot.
Chun now. Oh, well, favors that arm for just a second. Alan Angels taking advantage of the opportunity.
Avalanche Hurricane Rana. Halo strike.
Oh, no.
Angels wings. That's it. It's over. Thanks for coming, Cody Chun. What?
Okay.
You've got to be kidding me. He beat Alex Shelley with that move.
Cody Chun got that shoulder up, Jordan.
Maybe he is I. Maybe I is him. Maybe, just maybe, Alan Angels doesn't have what it takes to beat Cody Chun in the main event.
Alan Angels now just, it ain't pretty, but it's effective. Just some close fist directly to the head.
And what does Alan Angels have left, Von Whistler? That is the question. He hit the Halo strike. He locked in the Halo stretch. He hit the Angels' wings. What is it?
I think we're about to find out.
Oh, maybe thinking frog splash here.
Thinking a little low down.
But Cody Chun back up to his feet.
Angels, though, playing a little bit of possum on the top rope there.
And maybe suckering Cody Chun in.
As Alan Angels once again perched atop that rope there, or rather on the middle rope.
Oh, come on, Chun.
Pulling Cody up.
Chun brought up to the top turnbuckle with him. This is dangerous, Von Whistler.
We're in the Amazon district now.
Thinking Avalanche Angels wings?
I don't think so. Chun tries to fight out of it, but Angel swings for the fences.
Alan Angels caught with the fists of Cody Chun. He's still got one good arm.
That's all he needs.
Chun thinking superplex. Are we gonna see it?
Is he going all the way up?
He's going all the way down. Cover him, Cody. End the darkest timeline. But Cody can't cover. Cody can't even drape that shoulder. The arm's too injured.
May have taken himself out of the equation here, trying to do the same to Alan Angels. Cody Chun is moving very slow. Alan Angels as well, but Jordan, they don't get up by the count of 10. This match is going to be a draw.
Angels gets the shoulder down. No! Chun, make sure that shoulder stays up. He's got...
What's he doing? Is he grabbing Cody Chun by the face?
This is a sick, twisted person. Something is broken in this man. Nothing matters anymore but retaining that title.
Both combatants have absolutely brought it tonight in our main event. And it comes down to this, Jordan. Alan Angels. Cody Chun.
Cody Chun wants to repeat history, just like he did when he captured that Cascadia Wrestling Cup. Alan Angels wants to see day 298. Something's got to give here, Von Whistler.
And May have just been Alan Angel's jaw. As Cody Chun, I was about to say was in control, but Angels.
Second wind here from Alan Angels.
Oh,
Halo
whoa.
strike evaded. Super kick is not.
Wait a minute, Cody Chun hits the corner.
Cody Cutter, but he lands on his feet. Nobody home.
No!
No!
God, oh no, he's okay. He's okay. God damn it, Devin.
Angels with a low blow, catching both the official and the challenger. This is not good, Von Whistler. This is not good at all.
Look at him, basking in it.
Now Angels can do whatever he wants. It's the Wild West. There's no official. And of course, rolling to the outside, what's it gonna be?
Looking under the ring for some plunder. Alan Angels. I'm surprised it took this long for him to bust out something so underhanded.
That's a steel chair.
Yeah.
Picking his spot, waiting for the opportune moment, and the moment has presented itself.
Come on. Cody's helpless.
This is sick, man. And Guillermo Rosas thinks the same. In to save his brother. C4 out in full force. It's not gonna end like this. Oh, God. It can't end like this. It can't end like this. Come on.
Rosa's heart was in the right place, but steel chair meets stomach. Jordan. Whoa, come on, Jordan. Once again, my co-host Jordan has had enough of the noise. Whoa, come on. Dude, Alan. Come on, Alan, no. Jordan, he was just a kid. He's a kid, man. He was just doing what he thought was right. And Chun with a little bit of revenge for the Little Angels. And now Guillermo Rosas back in the ring. Cody Chun, C4, explodes on the champ. Get the ref back in here. Damn it. The tables were turned on Alan Angels. He somehow got that shoulder up, but that's not stopping Cody Chun, who hits the corner. Cody Cutter! I don't know if that was a kick out or an involuntary body twitch, but goddamn you, Alan Angels. This main event continues. Cody Chun has got to be wondering, what will it take to make this angel fall from grace? To kick the front man out of the band that is Prestige Wrestling. And that kick might be it. But Chun, thinking another. And Cody Chun might be moments away from climbing to the top of the mountain here in Prestige. Another, looking for a Cody Cutter, but I think the champ is out. Pin him. Come on, Cody, come on. Angels is out. Chun now adjusting on the fly. Pulls the, God, no. Alan Angels was playing possum. Come on, hang on, Cody. Come on, Chun. Yes! Rolled up, countered the submission into a pin, at least momentarily, but Alan Angels now wrenching it on even tighter than before. Cody Chun's in trouble. Inching closer and closer to that bottom rope, trying to get to safety, trying to find sanctuary. But Alan Angels has the leg. No, God. Damn it. Well, that happened. As we here in Prestige Wrestling continue down the path that is known as the darkest timeline, still your Prestige Wrestling World Champion, the frontman, Alan Angels. And he did it alone. Been one hell of a ride here tonight. As Alan Angels now, come on! You already won the match. Guillermo Rosas just got taken out with the title. Referee Devin Campbell's checking on him, and oh no, no. No, come on, Jordan, get out of there. Alan, come on, no. Can't stress enough, he's just a kid, man. He was doing what he thought was right. He thought he was doing it. Come on. Let him go. Alan Angels coming to his senses, maybe. No, no. Come on. No, no. Alan. You son of a. Come on. I'm sorry, Jordan Castle. He's like a little brother to me, man. I can't stress enough. He was only doing what he thought was right. This is the worst note to end the night on. Jordan Castle usually wraps things up, but my co-host was just pile-driven. As we continue down the darkest timeline here in Prestige Wrestling. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Come here. I don't care if we're still on. I don't care if we're still on. Okay. You tell all these people to never fucking cross me.
Alan Angels, not a man to be crossed. I'm Cody Von Whistler. Jordan's out. Good night.
Let's get the fans out of here, please. Everybody, please get out of here, man.
Keep the legs in line, please. Your hand on the side.
Yeah, right here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, lift. Bring him to the back. Hold on, watch his head now. Watch his head.
Watch his head.
Lift him up,
Hold his
lift him up. Watch his head. I got him. This way. Come on. Bring it back.
Come on, Shane, to be a medical.